And something that we are enjoying living by, those warmer temperatures. Back for round 2, Ryan.
Yeah, at least not too hot, but for, late September criteria, temperatures well above normal, courtesy of this high pressure system overhead, allowing for stable weather. Chilly mornings, but warmer afternoons. That high pressure is building over the Intermountain West and now moving over the Rocky Mountains, allowing for hardly any clouds, let alone any rain. But with that high pressure, it's counteracting this weak cold front moving on through. Slightly stronger winds this morning in southern eastern areas, gusting close to 20, more than 25 miles per hour from time to time. But very weak cold front. So with the mixing of the air mass and the warmer than normal air mass above, generally not much of a difference in terms of temperatures. As a matter of fact, it's actually a slightly warmer morning. This morning in Albuquerque, in the immediate Albuquerque metro, we're sitting in the lower 60s and humidity values in the upper 40s and low 50s this morning, but much more humid air to the east. A 92% relative humidity value right now in Tucumcari, but drier to the southwest, a humidity value of 36% at the TRC. So a little bit more damp in northeastern areas, crisper, meaning cool and drier to the southwest. An air temperature of 68 at the TRC, 60 in Socorro. We're sitting at 63 at the Sunport, 48 Santa Fe. We're sitting at 38 Alamosa, 29 last check in places like Angel Fire. Meanwhile, a little bit of a warmer morning in the Pecos River Valley, 64 in Roswell and 65 in Carlsbad. You guys, not going to be quite as warm today. We got into the low to mid 90s for much of you guys yesterday. Today, upper 80s, a nicer day and a little bit of a breeze, not as, warm compared to what we have been seeing. Therefore, nicer weather because 90s pretty warm for this time of the year. Mostly clear skies here in Albuquerque. 90s eventually underway, but today one more day of upper 80s and 63 at the Sunport right now. So warming up at least another 20 degrees or more from what we are seeing right now. At least even for some 25 degrees or more warmer from what we are seeing right now in Rio Rancho. 57 right now, 53 in Bernalillo, 54 Corrales, 47 Los Lunas, 55 in Belen right now. So while we are dealing with calm conditions here in the southwest, more tropical moisture in the east and a tropical storm Helene strengthening at 65 miles per hour in terms of sustained winds, moving to the north and west at 9 miles per hour. A state of emergency in Florida. The storm likely to make a landfall later this week as a strong hurricane, something we'll have to really keep an eye on. Again, clear skies here right now in much of the Albuquerque metro for much of the land of enchantment, and another mostly rain-free day. And temperatures will climb big time. So from 29 right now in Angel Fire to the high 60s and low 70s. So while about a 25-degree jump in the immediate Albuquerque metro, at least a 40-degree jump in places like the northern mountains, at least for some areas in the upper 70s and near 80 in Taos, lower 80s in Santa Fe. 86 in Albuquerque, upper 80s today in southeastern Mexico, not as warm. Low 90s still from Alamogordo, Las Cruces, and Deming today. Temperatures still above normal, average high 79, reaching 87. So t-shirt weather this afternoon, ample sunshine. Make sure you guys have the sunglasses and hardly any rain, let alone any clouds. But as that cool front moves south and westward, there may be a few showers that pop up in Hidalgo County and in southeastern Mexico. But otherwise, very clear skies and warmer air ahead. Low 80s today in Durango, low to mid 80s tomorrow and Friday. 77 sunny. Pagosa Springs, a beautiful day. Alamosa, not quite as chilly tomorrow morning, but still chilly in the 30s. Elsewhere in the Four Corners in the 40s and 50s for the next few mornings. Grants and Gallup, you guys are included. Highs, though, in the 80s. And Farmington, highs in the mid to upper 80s. Summer is on its last legs, and certainly so in Las Cruces and Alamogordo in the low 90s. Camado back in the low 80s today. And at Lordsburg, high 80s, lower 90s. Sunny and 75 in Ruidoso today. Slightly cooler than yesterday. Slightly cooler in Roswell in southeastern Mexico. So again, a more beautiful day in my opinion because not as warm and not as windy in the afternoon. Mostly sunny and not too dry nor too humid. And not as windy in the northeastern highlands. It'll be warmer to the north compared to yesterday as that high pressure builds. Really compressing the air, warming things up nicely from the 40s in the mornings into the 70s and 80s in the afternoons to come. High 60s, low 70s again in Red River, Angel Fire, Taos, high 70s, low 80s. Santa Fe, sunny, 80 today. Española, 85. Edgewood, Moriarty, Tijeras, temperatures in the low to mid 80s today. For much of the San Diaz in the upper 70s, low to mid 80s. From the North Valley to the South Valley of Albuquerque, temperatures generally in the 80s today. Again, our average high 79, 87 today. 91 tomorrow and Friday before another very weak cold front moves on through. I think a stronger cold front will move on through early next week, but temperatures are still going to be way above normal ahead.
Okay. Right.
As we head into October, and yeah, summer still in full force.
So don't change out your closet just yet. Wait maybe a couple more weeks before you put away all the summer clothes.
Yeah, certainly. At least the mornings will be pretty nice out there.
Yeah, mix and match. All right, thanks a lot, Ryan.